Paul wrote to Timothy in chapter 6, verse 16, "To him be honor and might forever." For some reason, as I read those words, I think of a toast, even as that thought reduces what is being expressed to a minuscule portion of what's intended. This is a heavy prayer, not a light one. Give God the credit for the heavyweight that he is. When Muhammad Ali was in his prime, I remember watching some of his fights on Wide World of Sports with Howard Cosell. Ali was not the most powerful fighter of all time, but he was the greatest. If you didn't want to believe me, you could have asked him. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I am the greatest, he would pronounce, and time again he proved it, until he couldn't prove it anymore. I love the story of Ali being a passenger on a plane and having the stewardess, as they were called before they became flight attendants, say, "Mr. Ali, you have to do up your seatbelt." He responded with, "Superman doesn't need a seatbelt." And she replied, "Superman doesn't need a plane." God deserves the honor of being the GOAT, the greatest of all time for all of eternity, undefeated, victorious, omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, and he never did need a plane. So this raises two questions. How can you and I give honor to God? How can we live in such a way that God gets the credit? There are lots of things I can do, lots of ways that I can behave, and lots of things I can say that will bring praise to me. Okay, in all honesty, there may be a few ways, but you get the point. How can I bring honor to the God who gave me life and sustains me in this life? If it's all about me, when this is over, people will look at me and say, "Good guy." I don't know about you, but I want praise to go on far beyond my life, but not praise for me. Praise for the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Second question. How can I honor this might, his power? Doesn't it mean to live in such a way that I'm fully and completely dependent on his power? Again, who gets the credit? John writes, "Dear friends, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. You, dear children, are from God and have overcome them, because the one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world." 1 John 4, verses 1 and 4. Satan is powerful, and he roams the world looking for who he might devour. Sometimes he infiltrates those who would lead the children of God astray through false teaching. Can we overcome them through our wisdom? No. Our intelligence? Our own knowledge? No. Power? Might? Strength? No, no, no. We overcome them because the one who is in you is greater. By grace and faith in Christ Jesus and him alone can we defeat the powers of sin and darkness, and he gets the credit.